Hey, good morning. Today I'm going to talk about 6 things that we can all do to improve our well-being, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And these are things that they're not medication, they're not prescriptions from the medical industry. They're just lifestyle choices. When you look at a significant number of the illnesses that we're dealing with on a daily basis, across the Western world, much of it is attributed to, lifestyle choices, and that's everything from, which is one of the first things is, what we put in our bodies, what we eat on a daily basis, the amount of, meat that we consume, the amount of processed foods that we consume, the levels of consumption of these things these days are, far above and far outweigh anything that our bodies are really able to cope with. So when you look at the blue zones and the diet that they have, yes, there's fish in there, yes, there is some meat, but plants and plant-based are a major part of that. Then when we look at physical activity, we've got to get outside. I do these walks and these talks every morning. I get out 3 times a day minimum. That's on top of the couple of once or twice I'll also go swimming or on my mountain bikes. We need to get out and move consistently. Then we talk about sleep. I've spoken about this a lot, the importance of sleep. It's a huge factor to our well-being. It's our body's time to recuperate, to recover, our brain's time to just switch off from the day. And so not stimulate or overstimulating ourselves before bedtime is a contributing factor to having good, what they call restorative sleep. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, but hey, anyway. Then we look at managing our stress, making sure that we take time to do nothing, to relax. And I don't mean kind of stress management by having to go out and have a fancy holiday or a massage or that £5 latte or whatever. I'm talking, the things that we can do to manage our stress are available to all of us. They don't cost us anything. And one of those things which they've identified separately, the blue zones, is social connection. So that's one of the other things. We're humans, we're social beings. I've said this before, and being able to find time and making time to build and strengthen those social connections is important. So that's it. I think there's one more thing, and I've forgotten what it is. I mentioned about social connections. I mentioned stress. So, stress. Again, in modern times in the Western world and similar countries, stress is up there as one of the big contributors to our poor well-being. And at times it feels like stress is unavoidable. And I get it, right? Because in some cases it can feel like that. But that's the world that we live in, and there are ways for us to address that and deal with that. So stress isn't such a significant factor in our lives. So I'm going to share the link to the Blue Zones article that discusses, and this is several doctors who've written this report, and they themselves are prescribing non-medicinal solutions for improving our lifespan, improving our lifestyles, things that don't cost us anything, so in the main are accessible to most of us. And I know when you look at the food element of it, when you're on a lower income, that's hard and not as easily achievable. But it's not about trying to achieve perfection in any of this. It's about saying, what of these 6 things can I improve to the best of my ability? Because there are some things that are out of our control, we can't do anything about. But what are the things, for the things that are within our control, what can we do? All right, as usual, bless up and one love. Peace.